they don't mind spending money. They just buy whatever they want. They don't question it or try to talk it down. They make enough money working that they don't have to look at everything 3 times before they buy it. You probably can tell who's going to buy and who's not, and what you have to do to complete the purchase. People that come in with credit cards, I mean, people from the Twin Cities and stuff, don't just spend it and pay the tax. A lot of people from Minnesota. The lady that was next to me, I think, she said she was from Minnesota. That she was looking at the geode. I mean, I feel like I got the best thing in there. I got the best rock in there. Of course, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the best rock that you can afford. And he had some double terminated, or what looked like double terminated crystals, and I thought, oh, he's got double terminated Arkansas quartz, or from South America. And I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind buying one of these if I could afford it. And I looked at the price, and it wasn't that much. It was like, I don't know, $50 or $60 or $48, and I looked at it to see, and it was polished. And it's like, I don't want a polished crystal. Somebody might have even cut it that way, I don't know, but it looked like it might have just been polished. And then he had a really nice emerald, and it wasn't that expensive. It was something I could have, it would have been cheaper than this geode. It was like maybe $140 or $80 or something like that. And it was polished too. It was a crystal, but they polished it to make it look nicer because they're kind of rough. And I thought, well, I don't want a I want something that's natural. I want the natural crystal. So I didn't get that. They were professionally, somebody put a lot of work into polishing them. But you can tell, you know, that it was polished because they have like a natural formations on them when they're natural. You can tell by looking at them. There's striations and stuff. Some people wouldn't know the difference if they're not familiar with, if they're not rock collectors. They wouldn't know the difference. They just buy it. They think it's a quartz crystal. The first one that I bought on eBay was like that. I didn't complain about it when I got it or anything, but I never bought another one like that. Of course, you can't look at them when you're buying them on eBay. That's one thing about eBay. But you can ask. I didn't think to ask. I got some nice stuff on eBay over the years, though. Really nice stuff. In fact, you can't buy those DTs. Go into rock shops, you can't get them. You go into gem shows, rock and gem shows, big ones, and you can't find the DT quartz crystals at all. Of course, I don't go to maybe enough of them, but I've never seen them in shows, but maybe I don't travel enough. I don't go to enough rock shows to maybe know that. And I've never seen them in stores. Amma had one that was nice, and I bought that one, and that's a DT. They were lucky enough to get a DT, and it wasn't really that expensive. Some of their stuff's kind of pricey with Amma, but that was not too bad. And I had Amma bless that. That was $60 or something. It was a good deal. That might have been the last time I saw Mama that I got that. $220 for a geode, both halves. So now if you went to Chicago, although now the cities aren't as much in vogue as they were, but if you were to go to a place, a different place, I think that would be more money. It was just within my reach to buy it. Would have been nice if I could have got it for $200, but we've had inflation since 5 years ago. I bought that other geode for $100. I think I got these cheaper. If you figure that it's two halves and everything. But he put them together, and they fit together. I didn't want to play. I probably will never do that. I don't know. I mean, but I wanted. Did those go together? And he said, I think so. And he put them together for me. He says, I don't want to try to do it, but do those go together? And he says, I think so. And he says, he tried to put it together. He said, I don't know if it does or not. And then he turned it, and it went together. But he only had a couple others. I took pictures of the remaining. I came in there with the camera. I don't think he minded me taking pictures. He says, I gave him the money, and then I says, I'm going to go out and get my camera. And then he brought the geode up to the counter while I went out to the car. And then he checked someone else out while I took a picture of it. And then he wrapped it up for me. But yeah, I think they were kind of happy they sold it. Maybe they were happy that they pleased the customer too. We're at 845.2. I think we're getting near those tunnels. Here's the first tunnel. It's 243, and we're at 845.7. This is the first tunnel. Two Rivers is after these tunnels, and then we're pretty much, then it's Duluth.